Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube. Boost! Famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad AF. Hey little thing, let me light your candle because I'm on my arm. So hard to handle now. Yes, I am. Rock on, gold dust. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? Happy hump day. Hump day. You made it. You made it halfway through the week. How are you doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Since we made it halfway through the week, I thought I would do two videos today. So I'm going to do this video where I'm going to talk about Shane Dawson's comeback moment, his comeback statement. I'm also going to talk about Jeffree Star talking about his accident and coming out and proving to the haters, I guess, that it's not fake, even though people are still not believing it. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. And I'm also going to be making a second video today where I'm going to be talking about a little bit of James Charles stuff having to do with his being supposedly, allegedly, dropped by Morphe. They said it. Did it happen? We're going to find out in the next video. And I'm also going to do a little follow-up to the huge viewed video that I did about Gabby Hanna. Gabby Hanna said that her name pulls so many views. I think my video is sitting at like 21,000 views, which for this channel is it's nice. I really appreciate it, okay? Is it pulling 100, 200, 500, millions of views like Gabby talked? No. Her name is not pulling that many views, which is why I have to also include James Charles in that video, because nobody care about Gabby Hanna. So we're going to talk about that, except for me, I guess. We're going to talk about that. It just got crazier and crazier after my video last night. So I'm going to do that in my second video. So please come back. I'll probably post them about an hour or two apart. So anyway, let's get into today's video. I have so much to talk about. But before I do, I want to put on a little bit of Lunar Beauty lip gloss because I need my lips to, my lips to do the work for me. Oh my Lord, family friendly. Okay, so I saw this last night come up on Shane. I don't know how. I just happened to look at Shane Dawson's Instagram. Well, I'll tell you how. Because I was looking to see who follows who and who's supporting who and all that kind of stuff. And I went over to Shane Dawson's Instagram and I was like, oh my God, he posted something on his Instagram story. I couldn't believe it. I actually didn't see really a lot of people talking about it on Twitter. If they did, I didn't see it. So I was kind of surprised nobody sent it to me. If somebody sent it to me, I didn't open that DM. So I was like, Peter found his own bit of drama on his own. I was so proud of myself. So anyway, thank you. Anyway, Shane Dawson put up this statement on his Instagram story last night. I think it's really interesting that this just kind of came out of the blue. So here, let me put, hey listen, it's 3 minutes and 25 seconds and we're getting right into the drama today, okay? So here it is. Shane Dawson put this statement up on his, hold on, I got a couple, I've got so many different versions of it here. I got this version, this version, this version, and then I have pictures of dog and cat coats that you can get where they have fanny packs. I think that is so cute. Boo and Tucker, my dog's Boo and Tucker, they want little fanny packs like their dad, so, because we love our fanny packs in this house, you know. So anyway, a little quote that for Gabby Hanna, it says, somebody is mad at you right now because you picked peace over drama and distance over disrespect. I don't think she picked that, though. I don't think she picked peace over drama and distance over disrespect. I'm just saying, okay? I think she picked the opposite, but she might want to read that meme. Sometimes when you're having like a real stressful day or, you know, you feel the need to constantly be defending yourself, just Google memes that will put me in a good mood. That's what, I don't know, I found that one on the Facebook, and usually Facebook's of the devil, so I can't believe that I found it, but I did. But anyway, Shane Dawson put up this statement here. The statement goes as such, and I will put it up here for you. If you've been asking for a sign, this is it. The world would be a sadder place without you in it. You aren't alone, even when you feel the most isolated. Someone is always watching over you and sending you messages. If you don't believe in that stuff, that's okay. Messages can come from the people in your life too. Life is too short and there's so much left for you to do. There's so many interesting people for you to meet. There's so many animals for you to wave at. I'm waving at my squirrel out there eating off my squirrel table right now. Because I do. If you don't know it, I have a squirrel picnic table. I'm waving at him right now. Actually, it's a she, and her name's Drita. I named her after Bob Wives. Bob Wives. Not Bob Wives, Mob Wives, okay? Listen, in my backyard, I have all of the Mob Wives squirrels. I have the squirrels and I have the squirrels. Now, I have all the Mob Wives squirrels back there. I got Drita and I got Renee and I got Big Ange too. I love her so much. But anyway, this one's Drita that's eating on the porch right now. Okay, life is too short and there's so much left for you to do. There's so many interesting people for you to meet. There's so many animals for you to wave at. There's so many uncomfortable laughs for you to share with that one friend who always takes it way too far. Trisha Paytas? I don't know. I don't think they're friends anymore. I know we probably don't know each other, and you might think this is a bunch of BS, but if that's the case, then this is definitely a sign for you. I don't know. Maybe I needed this sign last night. I'm thinking that now, truly, because I just happened across this, that I needed this sign from Shane Dawson, Empath of the World. I think I did. I think... Is Shane Dawson a motivational speaker now? Oh, wait a second. This is where Shane Dawson is the teacher again. Okay. Don't come out and take any accountability. Don't come out and answer to the masses about all of your problematic behavior. Be the teacher. Come out and tell people this is a sign. Okay. I think he's been listening to a little bit too much Ace of Base. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I know we probably don't know each other, and you might think this is a bunch of BS, but if that's the case, then this sign is definitely for you. Because I haven't posted on Instagram in a long effing time, and something told me to post this, and I did, for you. I think it's a very, very nice post, okay? All jokes aside, I think it's a really, really nice post, okay? In all authenticity, in all, just sincerity and being genuine, I think it's a really, really nice post. After that, he posted a picture of his cat. And he put a link to a national suicide prevention hotline. I think that's really, really nice, okay? The problem is that for me, not the part afterwards, I thought that was fantastic that he did that, for anybody out there that might need to hear some words of encouragement right now, some words of hope. I think that's fantastic. It's the timing to me, okay? It's, to me, like, where, again, and when I talk about Shane Dawson being the teacher, what I'm talking about is, like, I don't know that you have shared with us what lessons of the world you have learned to be the teacher teaching a motivational lesson, To me, I look up to people as motivation, like Maya Angelou, for example. I quote her a lot on my channel. When Maya Angelou, I used to get this quote. I used to say, when you're going through a really hard time in your life, look up and say thank you because you're about to learn a valuable lesson. The actual quote, when I looked back on it, is, okay, because Oprah has a whole video on her channel where she talks about, it's called Sunlight Spirituality, which is where you just believe that the sun is going to rise the next day. It's kind of like, this too shall pass. And so the saying is actually, by Maya Angelou, when you are going through a tough time in your life, look up and say thank you because this too shall pass, okay? Well, when somebody is going through something like that, had Shane Dawson come out and done a video talking about, I'm really going through a tough time right now, I know I screwed up, I'm trying to make it right, I don't know what to do, I'm really struggling, and then come out with this statement, I would think it was apropos. I would think that it was perfection, okay? And it was maybe not perfection. Let's not take it that far, okay? I think it would maybe be, meh, okay? Like, hey, this is a nice statement. The thing is, for me, it feels like, and I'm just responding to what I see, okay? And when everybody wants to come over here and talk about, Shane Dawson and how he's doing and all that kind of stuff, Jeffree Star has come out and said he is doing just fine, okay? That Jeffree Star himself, his quote-unquote self-proclaimed best friend, has come out and said that Shane Dawson is doing just fine, okay? So when he comes out with a statement like this again, and he's talking to you, to the one person, the individual that is reading this, and he says, I know we don't know each other. See, that's not like hey, I'm talking to the 10 million people out there that follow my videos, okay? He's not saying, hey, I'm talking to the people that are reading my books or watching, what's going down in the drama community. I'm talking to you, that one person that I used to talk to at 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get you to not buy my merch, or buy my merch by saying to not buy my merch. You know that? Okay. He's talking to that one person, and he says, I know we probably don't know each other, and you might think this is a bunch of BS, but if that's the case, then this sign is definitely for you. And then that person out there is like, for me? Is he talking? He must be talking to me because I needed to see this because I'm going through tough times in my life right now because a lot of people are, right? So this is for me. And again, it just feels like audience manipulation to me. It does. And that's just my opinion. That's just my 2 cents about it. You can feel free to disagree in the comment sections. For me, he could have put out the statement and said, I'm really going through a hard time right now, having some laughs with friends, having some things to look for. I mean, he could have said, like I was asking for a sign and I felt it today, The world would be a sadder place if I wasn't in it. People keep on telling me that. I agree with that, I do agree with that. And I think that each one of you out there is very, very important. And I think that Shane Dawson knows that. And I don't want anything bad to happen to Shane Dawson. Like, I don't want anything horrible to happen. I want Shane Dawson to continue to grow and learn as a person. And I think that's what a lot of these influencers, YouTubers that are so filled with ego and pride, they don't understand, okay? I think that they think that the majority of us out there have this takedown mentality, when that's not really the case. We really want these people to grow and become better people, I was talking about this yesterday in my Gabby Hanna video, and I kind of led into this, and then I didn't finish it. It's like, one of the things that's interesting to me, okay, is that when you're watching all of this unfold with Gabby Hanna, and it's like we're now on day 2 of her driving around in cars, shouting at her phone, 1 second she's very, very calm, smoking a J, just hanging out, editing videos, editing music, lyrics, things like that. The next second she's going off and she's screaming and she's calling somebody a bunch of names. It's like, and it's this up and down, and you see this go over for a couple days. If you really cared about somebody, okay, if you were really a super fan of them, and you could put your fandom aside for a second, because like I've said in the past, I think that super fandom is kind of something that's exclusive to YouTube, because you are allowed into the world of the YouTuber in a way that we don't necessarily see that, and TikTok maybe is similar to that, and maybe Vine in the past. But we don't really see that in the world of like mainstream musicians or mainstream celebrities. Like the majority of them, we don't just see them hanging out, right? So this kind of like relatability to their life is kind of exclusive to YouTube. Well, if you loved that person to the point where you feel like you would do anything for them, or like they're a friend that you haven't met yet, or a family member that you haven't met yet, then wouldn't you want the best for them? Wouldn't you want to say, like, if you really cared about this person, instead of egging them on, wouldn't you want to say, hey, Gabby, put down your phone, right? Similarly, with like Shane Dawson, wouldn't you want to say to Shane Dawson, hey Shane, I loved you, I cared about you, like I supported you, I backed you, I just want you to grow and learn from this experience, right? Like, I just want you to, there has to be some takeaway from this. Like, do you not feel like you need to grow as a person? And I think that we haven't seen evidence of that yet. Therefore, a statement like that is hard to read, if that makes sense. So anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. I thought it was really interesting that just out of the blue, Shane Dawson put this statement out there. Does it indicate that he's coming back anytime soon? I don't know. We're coming up almost on a year, you guys, from Shane Dawson really putting anything out there, really, other than these statements that he put about James Charles. And, ow, damn nation! Can't we just have nice things? We're coming up on a year, I think it's June, the statement about the circus and James Charles and Tati and then screaming at the camera and all that kind of, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. It's interesting. People ask me all the time. They're like, and I'm thinking about making a video about this at some point, the comebacks of these people. Somebody asked me the other day about, like, Tati Westbrook, and I get asked that question quite a bit all the time, Like, what do you think about Tati? What do you think? Is she going to come back? I think if Tati comes back, what I think at this point is Tati might come back and make one kind of final video, filling everybody in on what's been going on. I think she'll say, I'm done with this whole beauty influencer community. It's messy. I don't want any part of it. It doesn't indicate who I am philosophically. It doesn't align with my morals. I don't want any part of it. I love you guys. Thank you for the experience, and I'm done. I think Tati will do one final video, but I don't know that I can really imagine her coming back and doing makeup videos. I just don't know how so much has happened now between James and Shane and Jeffree and the lawsuits and on it. There's so much there. I really don't know how she could just come back and be like, I don't know. So I think that she'll come back and be like, this is what's been going on in my life, and I'm signing off, and thank you for all the love and the experience. I think that's what Tati will do. And, it makes me very sad because I feel like there are other people that are continuing to go on that I don't know that they've earned their place, you know what I'm saying? So, or that they've like learned and grown as well. I don't know that she has either. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what's to come down the road for that. So that was Shane Dawson. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. I also wanted to talk about it. Where is this? Okay, so Jaclyn Hill, you guys, put up this tweet last night. She tried to correct herself really, really quickly. And actually, when I first read it, I didn't think like there was like all these people in the comments or the thread were saying that it was like tone deaf and that she was just being insensitive. But then there were a lot of people that were like, it's just really like you're taking this too far. So anyway, Jaclyn put up this statement or this tweet last night. She said, wait a minute. Okay. Yo, Janet, I'm about to get this. You want this, but do you really think that you can get this? My parents went away for a week's vacation and they left the keys for the brand new Porsche. Is that the words? I don't know. Anyway, Jaclyn said, wait a minute. I'm waiting, Jack's attack. Okay. I just realized that I'm currently in no scandals. Well, girl, now give me just a minute and I can make that all right for you. Okay, I can pull together a scandal for you. So anyway, she said, this is new to me and I am not problematic. Am I not problematic right now? No, girl, you don't have any sales coming up. Well, she does. Actually, she talked about how she was just going to, she has a new thing coming out next week. So maybe she's trying to stir this up and get the drama channels talking. I don't know. That is so speculative. Anyway. Did I grow up? She asked. OMG, everyone, please knock on wood for me. And then literally right after that, she posted, also, hold on a second, I grew old. I'm old. I have to get my reading glasses, too small. She said, also, I realized after I tweeted this that a lot of people are in serious scandals right now, and in no way was I trying to involve myself or compare myself. I was literally taking a shower thinking, holy SHI I haven't had online drama in a minute, and then tweeted it. And underneath here, this is some of the comments. Someone said, to make it even more solid, I wouldn't even associate with the people involved in the scandals right now. Cut your ties, sis. And I completely agree with that 100%. Jaclyn, why don't you cut your ties? Why don't you start unfollowing problematic people? That will help you even stay further away from problematic people, okay? And then someone said, I read sandals instead of scandals. And I was so confused looking down at my sandals like, why are they problematic? I need to go to bed. I agree. That's something I would say. And then someone said, so stunning and talented and no drama. The Queen of Beauty world is in the house. Someone said, let's fight for no reason. Give them something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. I used to love that song. Someone said, it was removing yourself from toxic environments and toxic people, and it allowed you to grow and show you it wasn't always you. Love you, babe. Someone said, that's what I was thinking, being 30 changes you. Someone said, well, considering the scandals that are currently going on, I would say that's a huge win. And someone said, yeah, some fibers in a lipstick is literally nothing compared to, and it talks about like the James Charles thing. I think, a lot of people were saying that, in regards to the scandals that are going on with the other people in the beauty influencer community, that wasn't very nice of Jaclyn to say. But I think, you know what, let the girl own her moment. You know what I mean? Jaclyn Hill has had her fair share of drama moments. And you know what? This is the other thing. Not one of those people came out and defended Jaclyn during, and I'm not saying that they should have, okay? But nobody did during the hairy lipstick scandal, okay? Not anybody during Lipstick Gate came out and said anything and defended Jaclyn Hill. And I'd be like sitting over there like, yeah, girl, I see you over there. No, I ain't your friend. I see how friends treat each other. It's like Jaclyn went to that party. It's like with that, I think it was Colleen Ballinger. Every time I talk about this on here, people are like, did that really happen? Yes, it really happened. And somebody put her, the truth circle or whatever, where they can ask you any question on the spot. And somebody, I think it was, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think it was, I don't know who asked her, but anyway, said, did you know about the hair and the lipsticks? Girl, those are not your friends. Do not go to that Christmas party in the future, okay? Those are not your friends. Stay in your lane. Here's my advice, okay? Because it's worked for me and the truth, okay? Stay in your lane over here. Do what you love to do. Have fun with it and F the rest, okay? That's what you do you, Jaclyn. So yeah, I think it's nice that she's getting to enjoy her moment, of not being problematic for a little bit, By the way, since I have not sang congratulations out about this, can we say congratulations to Jenna Marbles and Julian for getting engaged? That is so fantastic. I mean, that is like, I tweeted out and I said, finally, some some happy news on YouTube, but that is such a cool thing, right? So congratulations to Jenna Marbles and Julian. People ask a lot about Jenna Marbles too. They're like, do you think that she will come back sometime to YouTube? I do. And I said this in a Q&A that I did recently. I said, I think she'll come back in a way that we've never expected her to come back, in a way of something that we have never seen before. Jenna Marbles is very, very smart, you know? And very simplistic in what she does. She's made simple really work and been very successful at it because I think she's so relatable. I think a lot of these beauty influencers could take a cue off of Jenna Marbles. I mean, she did what? Like an hour-long apology about buying the wrong fish tank, and all of these beauty influencers come on for 5 minutes and go, yeah, I'm taking accountability. Quit bothering me now. I'm moving on with my life. You know, it's like, Jenna Marbles is the real deal. And I think when she comes back, she will come back and reinvent the wheel in a way that we didn't expect it to happen. So, all right, that being said, I want to go in here and I want to talk about, Jeffree Star and this car accident. Now, I talked about this the other day in my video, and I had quite a bit to say about it. I thought that, and I had not even, it wasn't even the tip of the iceberg, okay, of the comments and the threads on Twitter that I read about this car accident, of the horrific things that people are saying, okay? And this is the thing. I feel like there's drama and then there's stories that aren't really drama. And the thing about this is, it's like, okay, you know, until proven otherwise, there's no reason to like speculate about people's like horrific accidents and medical issues. Like, I really do not understand that, okay? I really, really don't. That is truly like kicking somebody when they're down. And I said in my video the other day, y'all know I don't like Jeffree Star, okay? I don't think that Jeffree Star is a great person. I don't wish any harm on him. I don't wish any harm on Shane Dawson either, okay? I don't wish him any physical harm. Just because I don't like these people and I think that they have a lot of room for improvement and they need to grow as human beings, I don't really understand these people that would be like, I mean, I saw tweets on Twitter, obviously, not on Facebook, but on Twitter. But I saw tweets about Jeffree Star that were just like, it wasn't just speculation, it was beyond, okay? It was like, people were just, it was horrific, okay? And, you know, what's interesting to me about that is that Jeffree Star has said a lot in the past, and I've never really witnessed it, and I've questioned it in the past, where he'll say, I get death threats every day in the threads on my Twitter and things like that. And I'm like, well, I've gone through your Twitter threads, and I don't see it on there, right? But this wasn't necessarily that, but this was pretty horrific. So Jeffree Star put out this statement. Hold on a second. Let me get to my tweets here. Hold on a second. Where is it? Okay, so Jeffree Star put up this tweet, and here, I will put it up here somewhere. And it says, people are really sick in the effing head. I've been told my crash photos were fake and not mine because Jeffree Star doesn't have a black car. If I don't post something, that means it's not real, right? I've had both cars for months. Let me heal and stop being evil. And then he posted a picture of a pink Rolls Royce next to a black Rolls Royce, okay? And there were a lot of comments about this in the thread. I mean, tons, you guys. Tons and tons and tons of comments. Somebody else posted a picture of him driving a black Rolls Royce, and they put his, where it said good effing morning underneath there, and they put that underneath there, and people were like, why are you putting this? And someone said, what's the point of posting this in the comments? And somebody said she's showing the black Rolls Royce, okay, as a response. You guys, there were so many responses underneath there. Someone said, ignore them, just get better. Allowing negativity to get you will just delay your healing. Stay safe and have a good 420. Someone said, guys, his black Rolls Royce was in the Jeffree Star and Shane video where they get kicked out of Walmart. And then this person responds and says, that was a Rolls Royce Ghost. This is a Rolls Royce Cullinan. Cullinan? I don't know. But yeah, people are so incredible, stupid, thinking he would fake any of this. And then somebody responded and said, yeah, that's what we're going to say. But yeah, the idiots who said that this was faked for views are seriously delusional. So there are still people out there that are questioning it and saying that there's no truth to it whatsoever, you know? I don't know, like, the whole thing just, like, this is the thing I don't understand about it in all reality is that when you don't like somebody, there are, like, I said this in that video that I talked about, okay? There are probably 100 true, factual things that you can find to not like that person. And with Jeffree Star, there are so many problematic things that he has never addressed, never taken accountability from, I haven't seen any growth from, okay? That there's no need to come for this. And the problem with this is that when we do, that it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It like makes less I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But anyway, it makes less the other things, right? Because it's just one more thing that we're tacking on. Just one more thing that we're putting on there about Jeffree Star, right? And so then when he comes out and he proves that yes, this did really happen, and yes, this is what happened, then it's like it takes away from the other things. Does that make sense? The other things that are factual, the other things that he has never addressed, the other things that people have said, the other statements that people have said. So when we line them all up, it's like, well, this one though was proven that that's not true. This one's proven that that's not true. This one's proven that it's not true. And if you really want Jeffree Star to grow as a human being, then you have to hold him accountable for the things that are true and you do have factual evidence about, if that makes sense. I don't know. Listen, I hope that Jeffree Star is okay. I wish him all the best. I don't know anything about that. If it comes out later that there's something different to that, then so be it. Then, I'll talk about it then. But I can't imagine. Well, first of all, to be the kind of person that would go in and fake this kind of stuff, like, we're talking about something on a completely different level. We're talking about on a huge level, something completely different about that. So all I'm going to say is, Jeffree, I hope that he's okay, and I, hope that he heals quickly. And yeah, I don't understand the need for hatred with this. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And I think there's a fine line between having your opinion on social media and really blasting somebody with hate. And I think it really, like I said this the other day, like it's really indicative of who we are as human beings, what we say about that, right? Like you can have your opinion about somebody, but not wish harm on them at the same time. And especially when it comes to somebody that we're never probably going to meet or ever interact with in the real world, to have that kind of like harsh hatred in our hearts. Like, I say this a lot about these other people, and so I will say this to the people out there that have that harshness in their heart. Like, I don't want that for me, I don't want that for you, and I don't want that from anybody out there. I just think that when we live our lives from a point of hatred in our heart, it's one thing to have an opinion, it's one thing to think, well, this is crap, it's one thing to be sitting up in the kitchen with my good Judy having a conversation and saying, what do you think about what happened? It's another thing to wish harm on somebody, and I think that's just such a point of negativity that when we surround ourselves, this has turned into a Peterisms video, but when we surround ourselves with that negativity, it doesn't allow us to grow as human beings, So, and the other thing is that basically, I mean, you're renting space, he's renting space in your head for free, So, I don't know. Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.